शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16. So we are seeing the Daivi Sampat and Asuri Sampat, divine qualities and demonic qualities. So that divine qualities need to be cultivated and demonic qualities should be avoided. Read verse 5th.
दैवी संपद विमोक्षाय निबंधाया सुरीमता माशुचः संपदं दैवी अभिजातोसि पांडव.
So what do these values or qualities give in terms of result? That is being told now. Daivi Sampat Vimokshaya Mata Asuri Sampat Nibandhaya Mata Pandava Ma Shuchaha Daivim Sampadam Abhijataha Asi. Daivi Sampat, divine qualities, are considered for what? Vimokshaya. They are meant to they prepare the person to gain the moksha. Means a person who lives by divine qualities is capable of gaining Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, and thereby gain the moksha. Mata, so it is considered. Whereas Asuri, demonic values including cruel, Rakshasi values. Nibandhaya Mata, not simply bondage, nibandhaya. Certainly it is binding in nature. Asuri Sampat are certainly binding in nature, whereas Daivi Sampat are helpful to get freed from bondage. Now, having heard this, Krishna must have seen from Arjuna's face that Arjuna is trying to find out whether he belongs to Asuri Sampat or Daivi Sampat. Sensing this in his mind, Krishna assures Arjuna, Arjuna, don't worry, you are born with Daivi Sampat, divine qualities. So therefore, Pandava, Arjuna, Ma Shuchaha. Don't regret. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Why? Because Daivim Sampadam Abhijataha Asi. You are. So that is what? The one who is having Daivi Sampadam. Don't worry. You are not in the category of Asuri Sampat. You are born with the Daivi Sampat only. Bhasya, read Daivi Sampat Yasa.
Daivi Sampat Ya Sa Vimokshaya Samsara Bandhanat.
Ya Daivi Sampat. Whatever divine qualities are there, those are what? Samsara Bandhanat Vimokshaya. It becomes a means for getting freed from samsara sagar, vimokshaya samsara bandhana. Continue.
Nibandhaya Niyataha Bandhaha Nibandhaha Tadartham Asuri Sampat Mata Abhipreta Tatha Rakshasi.
Nibandhaya. The etymological explanation is given. Niyatha bandha nibandha. Niyataha bandha. Niyata means certain. Bondage is certain. The why what? Asuri Sampat. So therefore, Niyataha bandha nibandha. Tadartham. For that sake means to get bound. Asuri Sampat, the demonic values, Mata means Abhipreta, are considered to be so, are meant for that. Tatha, now the question comes. Bhagavan has told what is the result of Daivi Sampat and Asuri Sampat. Whatever the Rakshasi, he said, need not be told separately. Whatever is the lot of Asuri Sampat, the same is the lot of Rakshasi Sampat. Tatha Rakshasi is Tatha Rakshasi Sampat Nibandhaya Mata. It also is meant for what? Keeping the person continued in the bondage. Now, having heard this, Shankara points out, certainly in the mind of Arjuna, the thinking is going on, to which category do I belong? Because Bhagavan has sensed it and is answering it. Continue.
Tatra evam ukte Arjunasya antargatam bhavam kim aham asura sampad yuktaha kim va daivi sampad yuktaha iti evam alochana rupam alaksha aha bhagavan ma shuchaha shokam ma karshihi.
So here, Tatra evam ukte. At that time, when Bhagavan said this, Arjuna said, Antargatam bhavam. Bhavam, thinking, consideration. Antargatam, within his mind, he has not spelled it out. He has not asked Arjuna, Bhagavan, to which do I belong? He has not asked it. But inside this, the word, consideration is going on. Arjuna said, Antargatam bhavam. Inner thoughts, having noticed that. So, what is that? Kim aham asura sampadhyuktaha. Am I endowed with demonic qualities? Or kimva, or daivi sampadhyuktaha, or am I endowed with divine qualities? Iti evam, thus, alochana rupam alaksha. Alochana in the form of thinking, reflection. Such thinking, reflection, though not told, from his face you could make out, aha Bhagavan. Bhagavan clarifies, says, Mahashuchaha, please don't regret, don't be sorry. There is nothing to grieve you for. Why Shok? Mahashuchaha means Shokam Mahakarshi. Don't be sorrowful. Don't have any regret or don't be sorrowful. Why? He continues, Sampadam Daivi.
संपदम दैवीम अभिजातः असि अभिलक्ष्य जातः असि भावी कल्याणः त्वम असि इत्यर्थः हे पांडव.
Sampadam Daivi, divine qualities. Abhijataha asi. What is Abhijataha? Abhilaksha Jataha. Abhilaksha Jataha means you are born with the divine qualities. Means you are the one in whom divine qualities are present. See, and therefore, what you are a person, what type of person? Bhavi kalyanaha tvamasi ityartha. In future, certainly the good will come to you. You are bound to get liberated from the samsara. Iti artha. So this is the meaning. He Pandava, O Arjuna, this is what it is. Now, Krishna knows that he has described Daivi Sampat in detail, but not the Asuri Sampat. It needs to be elaborated. Why needs to be elaborated? Because it is more dangerous. Thorough understanding of what is Daivi Sampat has to be known. So therefore, what does he do? Krishna is now elaborating as if he is giving a demonstration of the Asuri Sampat. Dvau Bhuta iti. The next verse, start Dvau Bhuta. Read the verse.
द्वौ भूत सर्गौ लोकेस्मिन् दैव आसुर एव च दैवो विस्तरशः प्रोक्तः आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु.
Asmin loke daivaha asuraha eva cha add iti dvau bhuta sargau add staha asti staha. These two are there. Bhuta sargau staha. Add there tatra maya. Add tatra maya Daivi, add Bhuta Sargaha. Daivi Bhuta Sargaha Vistarashaha Prokta. Partha Asuram, add Bhuta Sargam Me Shruno. Me add Vachanat. Me Vachanat Shruno. Arjuna, Asmin Loke, in this creation, Daivaha Asuraha Evacha Iti. These two types of Daivi and Asuri. Here Daivaha Asura, masculine is there because the word is coming in Bhuta Sargaha. Bhuta Sargaha means creation, Srishti. Arjuna, in this world, there are two types of creations. What are they? Daiva, Asura, Evacha. Dvau, Bhuta Sargam. Two types of creation Srishtis. Staha are there. Among those, Tatra, among these two varieties, Maya, by me, what is done so far is Daivaha Bhuta Sarga. The type of people, that's so. The type of people who have Daivi Sampat. So that is the Bhuta Sarga. Vistarashaha Proktaha. He is described elaborately. Whereas says, O Partha, Arjuna, Asuram Bhuta Sarga. The creation of those who have got mainly demonic values, me vachana, from what I'm going to tell you now, Shruno, please listen. So, from here onwards, up to the end of this chapter, the Asuri Sampat is being elaborated. Bhasya.
Dvau Dvisankhyakou Bhuta Sargau Bhutanam Manusyanam Sargau Srushti Bhuta Sargau Srujyete iti Sargau Bhutani eva Srujyamanani Devasura Sampad Yuktani Dvau Bhuta Sargau iti Uchchete Dvayaha Prajapatya Devaha cha Asuraha cha iti Shrutehe.
Now you may wonder, what about the Rakshasi? Rakshasi already gets included in the Asuri Sampat. So therefore, they need not be told separately. Dvau means two in number. Dvisankhyakou means two. Bhuta Sargau. Bhutanam Manusyanam Sargau. Bhuta stands for humans. There, Manusyanam Sargau. Sarga here is Srishti. Means Bhutanam Srishti Dvividha. The creation of humans is of two types. One is divine, other is demonic, including cruel one, Rakshasi. So that is Manusyanam Sargau, two. Srishti, see. Sargau is in nominative dual. Srishti also is nominative dual. Srishti, Srishtaya. What are they? Bhuta sargo. Bhutana means lokam manushanam sargo. What is sarga? Srijyate iti sargau. Srijyate. Those which are created by karma vyutpatti. Those which are created. That is bhutani eva sargau. Srijyamanani bhutani eva. Srijyamanani, those which are going to be created, namely Daivasura Sampadhyuktani, the creations endowed means humans endowed with Daivi Sampat and Asuri Sampat. So these Bhutani eva, Manushas only, humans only. Dvau Bhuta Sargau iti uchete. With the people having both these values are called as what? Are described here as two types of Srishti's creation. For this corroboration from the Shruti is given. It's from Bhagavad Upanishad. Dvayahi prajapatyad pratyaha devaha cha asuraha cha iti Shruti. Ha means prasiddhi. Shruti prasiddhi. So it is very clearly told in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka 1:3:1. What are those? Prajapatyaha. Prajapati is Brahmaji. Then what is the Prajapatya? Tena Srishtaha. Praninaha. The beings which are created by Prajapati Brahmaji. Prajapatya. So how many varieties there are? Devascha Asuraha cha iti. They are Devas and Asuras. Of course, Brahmaji had created varieties of entities. But here, the context is of that human beings. Because humans alone can become the moksha. Of course, devatas also can become, but mainly here teaching is for the Arjuna, for humanity, and therefore humans are considered for this. And also they are eligible for karma kanda also. So Deva Prajapatya Deva Hacha Shuraha iti. So that Prajapatya means those who are created by Brahmaji. Iti Shrutehi. So the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad declares. Continue.
लोके अस्मिन् संसारे इति अर्थः.
Where loke in the world, what do they say? Asmin samsare. In this samsara. Another reason why humans are given. Because what is taught is the remedy for bandhana, bondage, product of ignorance. And therefore, only those who have got samsara need to be told. Inert things have no samsara. Living beings only have samsara. Among those, the animals, etc., have no capacity to gain knowledge. Denizens of heavens also have no capacity to gain knowledge. It's very, very rare for them to get the vairagya. The only eligible person is who? Human being. He had the capacity to develop viveka and thereby develop vairagya. So from that standpoint, is asmin samsare, in this samsara, where sukha dukkha are there. Ityartha, that's what it said here. That is in this loka. Continue.
सर्वेषां द्वैविध्योपपत्तेः
Sarvesham. Sarvesham here, all human beings. Actually, for all living beings. Animals and all the living are bound. But unfortunately, their embodiment is such that is not meant for gaining the knowledge. That's only different. They also samsara only. So Sarvesham. Sarvesham. The question comes, samsara is for all living beings. Why are you confining only to humans? Only because they are capable of gaining knowledge and getting moksha. Animals, etc., though have got samsara, they do not have that capacity. From that standpoint, the human is considered in this context. Sarvesham dvaividyopapatte. Because all types are of two types only, Daivi and even the conduct wise. For example, a cow, a lion, one is a Rakshasi, which is what? We can say to an extent, Daivi is sober one, like that. Figuratively also it can be taken. Sarvesham, of all beings, Dvaivadyopate, it is proper to have these two types of value base. Who are those two? Continue.
कौतौ भूतसर्गौ इति उच्यते.
Kau bhuta sargau kau. What are those two types of creations? Daivi sarga and asuri sarga. Iti, if it is a question, uchyate. It is being told now, answer. Continue.
प्रकृतौ एव दैवः आसुरः एव च.
So Arjuna, don't get confused. I'm not telling something new. Prakritau eva, the topic which I already begun. Earlier, Daivi Sampat and Asura Sampat. So I am talking of those people who are endowed with this. Prakritau, Prakrita means begun, already begun. Eva. Namely, Daivaha, Asuraha, Eva cha. Daivaha, Asura, Eva cha. What are those? Daivi Sampat, Asura. The question comes, Bhagavan, you already told me. I know, I understood that. Why are you referring to it again? This is the reason why Bhagavan is referring to what is taught so far with respect to these qualities. What is the reason? Continue.
उक्तयोः एव पुनः अनुवादे प्रयोजनम् आह. दैवः भूतसर्गः अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः इत्यादिना विस्तरशः विस्तरप्रकारैः प्रोक्तः कथितः न तु आसुरः विस्तरशः.
This is the purpose why he is referring again. Uktayo, of those two which were already described, told means described. Punaha anuvade prayojanam aha. Punaha, again, anuvade, not translation, restatement. The purpose of restating the two values already described. What is the purpose, prayojana? Why it is said so? Bhagavan tells, Daivaha bhuta sargaha, Daiva bhuta sarga. Is what? Vistarashaha proktaha. I have described elaborately where from stanza 1, Abhayam Sattva Saushuddhi. From that first stanza, Ityadina, like this, Vistarashaha Prokta. Elaborately, I have described, I have told. Prokta means Katitaha, told. But Arjuna, Krishna knows, Natu Asuraha Vistarashaha. Asuri Sampat, Asuri values, I have not described thoroughly. Krishna knows, and what needs to be repeated, he knows. Therefore, continue.
अतः तत्परिवर्जनार्थम आसुरम पार्थ.
Therefore, tat parivarjanaya. Tat stands for asura sampat parivarjanaya. So that one should give up asuri sampat. Asura, asuram partha. Tat parivarjanartham asuram partha. Arjuna, here the description of defective nature or problematic nature of asura sampati, for what? For getting rid of it. Tat parivarjanartham. Tat means asura sampat parivarjanartham. Asuram aha is again described asuri sampat. So, to make him more attentive now, please listen from my words again about this asuri sampat. Continue.
मे मम वचनात् उच्यमानं विस्तरशः शृणु अवधारय.
May means mama vachanat, from me, from my statement. Uchyamanam, whatever that is going to be described now. Vistarashaha, elaborately. Shruno means what? Understand and ascertain them. This is what is the nature of the Asuri Sampat in detail. Rakshasi also and needs to be discarded. Read Bhasya.
आध्याय परिसमाप्तेः आसुरी संपत् प्राणि विशेषणत्वेन प्रदर्शते प्रत्यक्षीकरणेन च शक्यते अस्याः परिवर्जनं कर्तुम् इति प्रवृत्तिम् इति.
What is the need of elaborating these, and how far it is done? It says adhyaya parisamapti. What is adhyaya? It is a plus adhyaya parisamapti, and a means up to. So adhyaya, there is a and then adhyaya. Adhyaya parisamapti paryantam. Means up to the point of end of the chapter, means in the remaining portions of this chapter. Asuri sampat the demonic values prani visheshanatveena pradarshati are shown as the characteristic feature of prani. Who are those? Asura Sampad Shalina. Those who have got Asuri Sampad, such values, their description is given. Why it is done so? Because Pratyakshikaranena cha shakyate asyaha parivarjanam kartum iti. By Pratyakshikarana, by direct demonstration, so it is possible to make people enthused to give up this Asuri Sampad. See, for example, those are alcoholic. Documentary, etc., about the ill effects of this consuming alcohol is being given. So this is going to the plight, so like that. So pratyakshikaranena, by direct demonstration, shakyate, it is possible. What is possible? Asyaha parivarjanam kartu. For the total discarding of these values is possible by giving a direct demonstration. So therefore is a pravrittam iti, etc. Verse. Read pravrittim.
Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidurasuraha na shaucham napi chacharaha na satyam teshu vidyate.
Asuraha janaha pravrittim cha nivrittim cha na viduhu. Asuraha janaha pravrittim cha nivrittim cha na viduhu. Shaucham cha na, again viduhu. Shaucham cha na viduhu, or shaucham cha na vidyate can be added there. Vidyate can be. Teshu Acharaha cha na satyam api. Na satyam api na vidyate. Teshu acharaha cha na satyam api na vidyate. These Asuri people are like this. They don't know what to know. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha. Pravritti means the things that are enjoined by the Vedas to perform. These things you should do it. Vidhi, you heard this word, vidhi, and also nishedha. Nishedha, what you call the do's and don'ts as per the Veda. Therefore, pravritti is the do's. Do this. Vihita, it is enjoined. So pravrittim cha, nivrittim cha, nishidha, prohibited. From which You have to desist. Should not take to. Asuraha jana. Asuri people, demonic people, including cruel people, Rakshasi people. Na viduhu. They don't know. Again, among them, Shaucham na vidyate. Or Shaucham na vidu. They do not have cleanliness. External cleanliness, internal cleanliness in terms of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madas. Mada, matsara. No shaucham. Again, napi chachara. Achara. The right conduct. That also is not there. Na satyam teshu vidyati. Satya. Truth is not there at all. See, here, in the word achara, achara here is right conduct. You are familiar with the word acharya. You know, acharya, who is acharya? Not simply teacher. Of course, a teacher, but he should have a special quality. What is that? Acharati swayam shastrartha paran api acharayati. He is acharya. One who lives by the values told in the Vedas for himself and makes others to live by that. You get a practical demonstration. Teacher has a great responsibility. See, by saying simply do this, nobody bothers. But if you demonstrate, automatically they take place. You know that interesting incident in the life of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. One day, a gentleman came with his son. Son was about 4 or 5 years old. And the father complained to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Maharaj, this boy eats too much of sweets, jaggery, sugar, this, etc. Please give advice to him that it is not good for health. That much one should not eat. Acha. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, come after 15 days. Of course, Maharaj, great saint, is telling to him. There was some reason. Said yes, sir. And he returned after 15 days. And when he came, lovingly, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa called that boy and made him sit on his lap with all love and fondling him. See, eating so much of sweet is not good. What harm it brings, etc., etc. And made the child understood. And job was over. And he did work also. But the father was little curious. He said, Maharaj, you gave a good piece of advice to him. Could you not give this on that day? Why did you call after 15 days? You know what Ramakrishna said? Look, I myself was eating too much of sweets. When I am doing that, what right have I got to tell this child? So therefore, these 15 days, I totally stopped the sweets. And now I have got the what? Authority, as it were, to tell the judge. See, behind any advice or command, power must be there. Authority must be there. Otherwise, it doesn't work. This reminds me about another episode, story. A king got curious to know what is Atma Jnana Adhyam. A sage was coming to his royal court often, and he had devotion towards him. A sadhu. One day when he came, he said, Maharaj, please teach me Atma Jnana. The Maharaj was postponing it. No king, no, he put a power in his hand, and he has got that ego also. One day he said, Maharaj, either you teach me or I will punish you. He said, the Maharaj said, look, I am not the right person to teach you. My teaching will not work for you. How is that possible? King started arguing. How is it possible? No, I am not eligible to teach. My words will not work. But king was not convinced, and he was adamant, otherwise punish you. The sage looked around. The soldier was there standing, and in a commanding tone he said, soldier, arrest this king and put behind the bars. King got infuriated. He was so angry. Such a guts to arrest me, and the soldier didn't respond at all. He was just quiet. The enraged king told the soldier, arrest him and put behind the bars. Immediately, the soldier swung into action. Then said, wait for a moment. He told the king, Maharaj, what I told, my words only you have told. When I told him, he didn't respond. But when you told him what, it started the action. Why? You have the power. My words have no power. Like that, in teaching, the Acharya, the Guru, must have that authority. They don't need to works. So that is the case. Achara is what important. That's what how the word Acharya comes. Acharati swayam shastrarthan paran api acharayati. Oneself lives by that, makes others by demonstration. Then this example is given, no? In the schools, there is a, what is that? PT teacher, physical training, or physical PE also they say, physical education, or colloquially drill master. Drill master. His job is different from other teachers. Other teachers are the blackboard, etc. are over there. But this drill master or PT teacher has to demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has demonstrated. So like that, Achara is very powerful, especially in the case of children, the behavior of parents. Actually, parents did not tell the child to do this and not, don't do that. They simply have to live. Children are imitative in nature. You simply imitate what the elders do. See, sometimes a young child, you find some way of talking, etc., etc. At times desirable, at times undesirable. In either case, you can trace the cause in the parents or immediate family members. Someone the child is imitating. So one should be very careful about one's conduct so that the children imbibe the right values. So acharaha. So here, though shaucha, cleanliness, satya, speaking the truth, are included in the acharya, not acharya, achara, conduct. Yet, they are specially mentioned to highlight their great importance. We'll see that what is shaucha, etc. afterward. Yes. Means in terms of outer cleanliness and inner absence of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara, the values which are more binding in nature, or thinking ill of others, thinking of harming others, etc., which are very harmful traits. So that is being faith, say shaucha and satya, that is though included in the achara, conduct, they are especially highlighted. This way of, what is that, communication is always there. For example, please feed those brahmanas and that sannyasi. Olden days, sannyasis generally used to be brahmanas only. He said, please feed those brahmanas, means sannyasi gets also included. But why is there? Is a special status compared to the common brahmana. So therefore separate. Please invite those doctors and that cardiovascular surgeon. Cardiovascular surgeon also is a doctor, but he has a different status. So he is separately mentioned, though he is included in the doctor. So like that. Shaucha and Satya are specially mentioned to highlight their greater importance. This is not found in them. Is it Bhasya? Pravrittim?
Pravrittim cha pravartanam yasmin purushartha sadhane kartavye pravrittihi tam.
But stop. Pravrittim cha. Pravritti means here vihita karmas or conduct enjoined by the Vedas. What is pravritti? Pravartanam yasmin purushartha sadhane kartavya. In whatever kartavya duty, which is purushartha sadhana, means of accomplishing the Purushartha, Dharma, Artha or Kam, Punya, money or this desires. So Purushartha mein kartavya pravrutti, taking to them positive pursuit of those things which are enjoined by the Vedas as the means to what we want to accomplish in life. Tam. Now, what is nivrutti? Continue.
Nivrittim cha tad viparitam yasmat anartha hetoho nivartitavyam sa nivrittihi tam cha.
Now, nivrittim cha. Nishiddha. What is prohibited by the Shastra? It is tad viparita. Contrary to tad here stands for pravrutti. Opposed to pravrutti, nivrutti, from which you have to desist from. Nivrittim cha. Yasmat anartha hetohu. Because these things are such that they serve as the nimitta, cause for calamitous things such as hell, etc., or repeated birth and death cycle, transmigration, from which nivartitavyam, one has to desist from, sa nivrutti. So that is what is called as what? Nivrutti. Continue.
Tam cha janaha asuraha na viduhu na jananti.
So tam, whether it is pravrutti or nivrutti, what is to be done and what is not to be done, to be avoided. Asuraha janaha. People who have got asuri sampat, they no viduhu, no jananti. Not only that, they lack in whatever that is being to be told now. That we'll see next time.
Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyaha pruthivi sasya shalini देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणा सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ